everybody. Welcome to the first episode of my GTNH Let's Play, and let's just get started. Okay, I was a stuttering mess when I tried to explain what GTNH is, so let me just explain it in this voiceover. GregTech New Horizons, or GTNH, is widely considered one of, if not the hardest Minecraft mod pack. It's based on a classic version of GregTech. GregTech is a mod pack based on technological progression via generating more and more energy to create more and more complex machines that in turn allow you to create more energy and so forth and so fifth. What makes GTNH so hard is how it takes its concept to the extreme. The game is specifically made to be as long and tedious as possible, lasting around 2,000 hours on the average for a first playthrough. So in short, I'm boned. Enough exposition. Wait, where's my skin? What the fuck? Alright, I guess I'll go for the first episode with my skin. At the end of the world. I found a little hut here. This is actually, this is supposed to have a basement that leads to something called a roguelike dungeon. Which is just, it's what it says on the tin, it's a dungeon. Tons of cool loot and stuff. So yeah, in fact, okay, there's plenty of stuff here to get me started. Dude, a stone sword? Oh, yeah, okay. I'm looking at this new UI, I like it. So, okay, everything's looking good so far. So, I have a bed, so that's, like, the first quest that I'm supposed... Not one of the first, but, like, there's a sort of, like, pre-anything tier, like a getting started tier. Oh, yeah. I don't have all of the later quests revealed yet, so we just gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Usually I like revealing all the quests even if I haven't unlocked them, just so I know what I'm getting into. But here, I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Why not? Let's try and get that original GTNH experience, even though it's like technically my 4th time playing this game. Well, 5th world, like, for real trying. So that's dirt. Yeah, this game is very quest-based. We just progress through the quests and progress through the game. Alright, we need 5 oak logs, and we have to submit 2, so we're actually only getting 3 logs in total if we only get 5. This is I kinda don't like this area. Oh, I think there's a village up there in, like, the middle of the ocean? Jesus. Well, not an ocean, but, like, a lake. That's pretty crazy. Like, let's go explore that. So yeah, I got tons of good starter gear, because before, like, torches I can't make with sticks and... Well, I actually can, but coal's a bit difficult to get this early on. Yeah, everything that you imagine when it comes to Minecraft vanilla is just straight out of the window here. I'll explain as we go. So anyway, these early torches are actually really convenient. Am I... Yep, okay. Because sometimes I put it to peaceful mode when I was playing GTNH on my own before, just because the mobs here are so horrible. They're buffed up to extreme powers. That was a horrible way of phrasing it, but you get what I mean. The mobs are really buffed here. Anyway, I'm gonna grab this gravel for the quest. I don't know how to do the thing. Oh, there we go. Actually, much better. I haven't... And here, flint isn't a random drop gravel. You have to craft gravel into flint. Free gravel makes one flint in the crafting grid. There's like a easier recipe to get more flint out of one gravel, but that's like a bit later on. Like not too later on, but also it's a bit inconvenient. So here, that's enough for... Oh, I forgot. I already have 10 flint, so I'm still doing this for the quest. Yeah, here I get a free torch, even though I already have some extra flint that I don't need. I'm just gonna complete these check-off tasks. We got some food and stuff. Now, food types are actually important in this game, because there's a mod called Pam's Harvest Craft that basically encourages you to diversify your diet. So you can't just eat steak over and over again, because now food has diminishing returns when you eat it a bunch of times. So like if you eat something like for like 5 times, it just stops giving you hunger. So you have to diversify your diet, like here. Oh, and more importantly is that once you eat enough unique foods, it will give you extra hearts, which makes everything so much easier. In fact, I should collect these. Gardens are a great source of getting like a lot of unique crops, like every single crop you can think of. Like these stock gardens, let's see what they do. Beans, peppers, tomatoes, eggplants, you know. So yeah, there's plenty of food to go around, but as you can see, a lot of the food barely fills my hunger. So I'm gonna need a lot of it. So it may seem like I have a lot and I can just get more easily, but in truth, it's actually gonna be a struggle for a lot of the early game. There is a way later on that I can just completely ignore hunger as a whole, but that's a bit out of the way, and I want to get into that after I sort of do my introductions. Those cows for some leather. My cat is on my desk. Here, can you move out the way, please? Alright, so free will. I probably should have went back for my, for that crafting table. Wait, no, this is a crafting task anyway, so I'll just make another one. Crafting table and GTNH, 2 wood, 2 flint. I guess we're just flint napping things. In here, oak trees and apple trees. Yeah, you can also, a lot of fruits grow on like specialized trees, which you have to craft with a regular sapling and the fruit in question. I actually don't have an oak sapling. I only have maple sapling because I'm in a winter biome, I think, or an autumn biome. I'm just gonna do this for the quest. I'm debating on whether I should go for 100% quest completions. I guess it doesn't hurt, so why not? Screw it, we're doing all quests, but I'm not gonna make it like the main point of this Let's Play. I honestly just want to have fun and get as far as I can. What's this? Grass garden. Pretty cool. Oh, I don't have my texture pack. I will update it in the next episode. Right now, I'm just trying to get this started and getting a video out before I lose all interest. I use the Modernity texture pack, which updates a lot of the textures to the way that they are in modern mod packs. And also just modern Minecraft textures. Blackberry bushes. I think I do need this for a quest. And I didn't even bring the bed back. So let's try and get back to where I found that thing. Where was that? Let's just make this home. Like a good blue fucking 60Y level. So let's just head over there before it gets too dark out, because as I said before, mobs are absolute monsters in this game. I do have a sword, so my chances are better than none, and plus I have torches to see in the night. Oh yeah, there's like true darkness here, so when it's night, it is pitch black. You literally can't see anything without a light source. Thankfully, I had a really lucky start where I found that little roguelike dungeon. That's a hobgoblin, he won't hurt me. I haven't interacted with them once in like a long time, because I think like you can trade with them. Can you? I could have swore you could have done that. Maybe they changed it. Let's actually like this up a bit. So yeah, this is just gonna be my temporary base, because trust me, a little house like this isn't enough to beat any Greg Tech mod pack. What I was gonna say was, a little house like that is not enough to beat any Greg Tech mod pack, let alone GTNH. I don't know, that last part of that phrase, it just left me for a second. I don't know why. Okay, that was weird. And that is a village. That's really weird. It's just in the middle of the ocean. I mean, lake, whatever. Also, another thing is that this is a lavender fields biome, which is actually, we're really lucky to have this here because it's used for a food item that unlocks the said thing that makes you not hungry anymore. And I think that's a second village over there. This is a great wood tree. I think that's used for like magic and stuff. More sheep. I don't really. Actually, I do need just in case I want to. Oh yeah, mobs explode when you kill them sometimes. That just happens. Ooh, this is strange. This blacksmith is made out of red granite instead of just regular stone. And it has more vein in it. Oh, and a free anvil. Well, let's see what we have here. Chainmail, long iron rods, and iron rings. This is really useful for the Greg Tech part of this game. Which we're going to be getting into sooner or later. No matter how much we want to, how much we don't want to. Well, what am I saying? Of course we want to. I wouldn't be playing GTNH if I didn't. These all have beds. That's weird. I remember like before in like the last update, they didn't have beds in them. At least most of them. I should be keeping one of this just in case I want to farm them. Hi, Enderman. I didn't look on you on paper. Ooh, Cocobolo wood planks. All I know about Cocobolo is that I remember they're brought up in like a Better Call Saul episode once. These are like bees. Bees are actually kind of OP in this game. Because you can breed special bees that just create resources for free. But that's a whole nother can of worms, even for this mod pack. This is like a railcraft like thingamajig, where it gives you some like railcraft stuff. Creosote is useful for Greg Tech 2. I'm just gonna leave this here because I'm running out of space. There's some marble. Yeah, I like this little sea village. Lake village. Oh, there is a cauldron in there. That actually is pretty useful, because I can use it to, like, wash ores and purify them. So yeah, they updated a lot of the raw silicon into... Oh, they have names? Wow, they added a lot. I thought this was, like, just, like, a beta daily update, but it seems like they've been doing a lot of work, the development team. Paper, that is going to be useful later, but I really need to clear out my inventory and get down to brass tacks. I'm gonna go back to my house and start working on some quests. Alright, made it back here. Just gonna store some stuff. Don't need these quest books, because you can just, like, press tilde. At least you can change it to keybind to whatever you want for the quest book. Yeah, let's just go back to quests. I've been spending way too much time exploring. Here, wooden tools, easy. Little did I know that this quest would herald one of the darkest moments in my entire life. And those are all the wooden tools I need. What are they? I guess stone bag, because those are non-renewable. Don't need stairs, I'll save that for later. A chest, I literally can just grab one there, but let's make it the old-fashioned way, just for fun. Alright, so the crafting recipe... What the fuck? This is why I fucking hate... This is why I fucking hate this shit. Look, my entire fucking base is ruined now. I'm actually kind of pissed. Alright, I'm just gonna skip ahead a bit since it's just me complaining about what just happened. Now, let's do what I originally meant to do. And that is make a few chests. Yeah, anyway, this is how you make chests in GTNH. You need logs and flint. Welp. All of that briefed half of our base just for some chests. Worth it. Can I, there's in some mod packs you can, like, right-click, pick up the chest with all the contents inside. R.I.P. carpet. The property value of this place is gonna go down. Let's see what this is like. It's all God. This place is so good. I can manually fill up all the space here and get rid of the water source blocks, but that's just... In fact, I'm probably gonna do that anyway, but like, I guess I should carve myself a new way out of here. Oh my god, it is horrible. Alright, I think I'm gonna pack up and leave. I will leave whatever I left. Just in case. I mean, I'm probably gonna have whatever I need from here. Up, yep, that was flooded. Alright, here, I'm gonna take a slight little break, put on my texture pack, get my skin working, and just take a moment to breathe. Alright, we are back in business. I'm in a much better mood now. I have my skin, I have my shaders, and I have my texture pack. So, let's get right back into it. First of all, I'm gonna move the hell out of here. This place is fucked. I'm not gonna break all that cobblestone. So let's just cut our losses and leave. Alright, I'm going nomadic. I'm just gonna go to that other village I saw up north, past this one. See what's there, see if there's some cool stuff that can help me progress, and I'm probably gonna wrap it up soon afterwards, after getting a few new quests and finding a good spot to rest at. Shaders making this game look so much more beautiful. Again, with these granite structures, they kind of look pretty cool. I like the change in pace. This village is actually pretty small because it's cut off. I see a crater on the map. I think that's for, like, later on in the game. It's like a sort of alien object that you can use for, something called AE2, which is a storage mod. If you play Terraria, you know, like, the better storage mod, it's kind of like that, but with extra steps. Oh, here's what I was looking for. It took me a minute to comprehend. These tool stations are good for making early game tools, because you can't just craft everything like in a grid just like the wooden tools here. You actually have to use these part builders. I still have to make them because, well, actually, I'm curious, because before, the quest for all these, like, part builders, it was craft only, meaning it could only be completed by actually crafting it. But hopefully in this beta, they fixed it, since now you can access them without crafting it by just going to a village, which is pretty common. In fact, this happens in pretty much all my runs. In fact, these tools here I can use. In fact, I'm gonna take this. Flint axe head, why not? These stone items can only be used for, like, casting once we get, like, a smeltery. These copper tools aren't really important to me. I will take this binding, so... this too. Actually, let's keep it all in here for now. I don't want to complicate things. This pistons are actually kind of annoying to make later on, so I'm just gonna take it. An apothecary. I think this has like a chest with some witchery stuff, which is another magic mod. There's actually quite a few magic mods. See hidden chest under here. I guess I'll just take this. Rowan berries. I should just take this chest anyway. Sleeping in the lavender fields in a twilight sky. That's actually pretty pretty. Pretty pretty, that's a new one. What's this? Welcome to... Got it. It's... Uh-oh, I'm in France. Oh, hey! This isn't a part of the village. It's a different structure that was generated here by coincidence. Knowledge notes, that's for, like, Farmcraft. Steel shears, really useful. Curry rice, also extremely useful. I don't need these other two things. I could use that dispenser, though, but I know where this is. So, okay, my luck is turning around just a little bit. A lot of cool stuff here. Yeah, small village, but I got a lot of cool stuff. And as you can see, this curry rice gives a lot of hunger and a lot of saturation. So I'm gonna save this for a rainy day. By that, I mean when my hunger gets low enough so it's actually worth being used. Okay, so yeah, that rejuvenized me a bit. But now I kind of want to find a cool spot to build in. I do like the autumn aesthetic every now and then. As much as I would like to be in a nice, bright, summery area, I wouldn't mind being in a place like this. I mean, it's better than traveling God knows where to find a spot that might be slightly better in my eyes. I mean, a lot of this is more practical than visual, so I probably should be focusing more on what's a nice spot to build, rather than what's the perfect spot to build. There's a slime island. I could go up there if I wanted to, but... Ooh, free chest. These actually have really good loot. Look at these, rare ingots that... Like, some rare ingots and some regular ingots. Either way, these are still really cool. Chrome dust, really cool. Broken relic of Mjolnir. I don't even know what to do with this. Like, I see it... Wait. Oh, I thought it was... Oh, no, this is like, that's a farm crafting. So, I think I'm ready. I'm gonna go down this hill. I'm gonna go in between the two villages. Like, maybe I'm just gonna go directly south, and then I'm just gonna build at a cool place. Alright, I've made my decision. Let's just build it over here. Which side of the lake? I'm already here. Alright, this is scuffed, but it'll get the job done. Jesus Christ, I love it. It's so scuffed. Alright, fine, I'll put it in easy mode now. Oh, I actually do have to do these quests. Ugh. Wooden sword, I also need to kill some pigs I know, which are... I'm one short. It's not the end of the world, though. I'll do it later. I guess I forgot to put this copper pan back in the chest. I do have stone. Let's make a furnace. Never mind. Also, I need a stack anyway for the quest, so... Yep, see? First new heart. Yay! These crafting stations are actually really convenient because, one, they can accept the chest adjacent to it as like a little extra inventory here, and plus they keep whatever you leave in the crafting grid, even if you leave it. Did I leave all my wool somewhere? I think I did. Just like me. Thankfully, there's plenty of sheep around, and also literally stuff in the village there. Alright, you know what? I'm getting tired. It's getting late. I'm just gonna cut my first episode here. Thank you guys for watching my first episode, and if you made it this far, thank you for putting up with the utter mess of an episode this was, let alone a first episode. But it's all uphill from here. I am filled with determination, Undertale style. I am going to beat this game. Anyway, see ya! If you somehow stuck until the end, thank you so much. I know this first episode has been so scuffed. This is one of like my first time doing any Let's Play kind of stuff. So please stick with me. Trust me, the next few episodes are going to be a lot better. And I hope to sort of get this whole Let's Play thing down by the time I'm halfway through this series.